but now I'm trophied up. I'm saying like bing bop boom 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 bop bam, 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 bing bop boom boom bing bop boom boom bing bop boom 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 bop bam.
Hi, I'm Bodinagoda.
Hi, I'm Nilanka Haupege, and we are from House of Makara. And today we'll be answering living questions today for Living Gets Real.
Hi Nilanka and Mandy, thank you for being on the show with us today. It's lovely to have you with us in the studio. So House of Makara, what inspired you to start this brand, and can you tell us more about how the Makara, which is the sea dragon, correct, represents your brand's values and influences your designs?
So in the start of our relationship, which was 6 years ago, maybe almost 7 years ago, we were talking quite a lot about we should start something together. We looked at psychology, which is my field, tech, which is his field, and we had a couple of ideas. We spoke about jewelry back then, but in hindsight, it's probably a good idea we didn't start something at the start of our relationship, because I don't think we would have made it. Our relationship, I don't think we would have made it. I think we would have driven each other, we would have driven each other mad. But we spoke about this 2 years ago. He actually saw another brand that had come up in Norway, and he called me from the train station, and he started sending me all these links, and he was like, we have to do this. We have to start this jewelry thing we spoke about 5 years ago, because I think we're wasting time and we should get on it. And it just kind of spitballed from there. We got very lucky with his brother-in-law's, my incoming brother-in-law's sister, who's a graphic designer, who sat down with us, did our branding, did our logos, and it just went by very, very quickly. In about a week or so, her name's Nanu, so I sat down with Nanu, and we were trying to figure out what it is. We didn't want to be any other kind of jewelry brand and just create pieces for the sake of it. So we actually thought the idea was to come up with collections, and I like history and I like mythology, so does he. So we based it off of Sri Lankan, South Asian mythology. So we went through the stories. I wanted to do the Nari collection, then based it on the Dasamahayodaya. And we have our incoming collection, which we're launching in the next month, which is called Kuveni. So once we went through all of the stories, and we came across the name Makara. I liked it. It was different, it was kind of weird, it was a sea dragon. Read up more about the Makara over and over again. They're known for protection, very important in Sri Lankan heritage. Then it's also shown up a lot in jewelry. It's a big part of Buddhism in some ways. We have it in the Toranas, and the idea of it being a guardian and a protector of Sri Lanka sounded a lot like what we wanted, because we wanted to protect that part of it, and we were calling it Makara jewelry. Then we wanted to think, okay, down the line, we thought 5 years, 10 years into the future, and we kept saying, you know what, it has to go beyond jewelry. So it's going to sound weird, but at the time, House of Gucci came out, the movie, and then for fun we were going around saying House of Makara, and then it just fit. And we called him up and said, what do you think of House of Makara? And under House of Makara we would have Makara jewelry, and then we have ideas for under that we'd have more subcategories, and the Makara it fit. It made sense, it sounded like us, and in the beginning he was pronouncing it as
Makara? No.
Makara.
Makara.
And then that in a lot of the Norwegians started saying Makara instead of Makara. Yeah, and then it fit. It made sense for us.
And it has a nice ring to it as
It has
well.
a nice
right?
ring to it. Yeah, House of Makara, and we liked it.
Okay, so the both of you have international influences from Norway and Dubai, correct? So how have these cultures shaped your approach to jewelry design in any way?
Well, I am a third culture child. I'm born and raised in Dubai, the UAE, for 21 years. I moved to Norway 16 years ago. My roots are Sri Lankan. So I always wanted to find a bridge. I want to find a bridge that kind of connects all three in any form, whether I was doing jewelry now or business some kind. I want to find something that connected it. And when we pick jewelry, it does play an impact, because we pick a piece, we pick a storyline, and I'll be like, okay, does it fit in Norway? Does it fit in Sri Lanka? Does it fit in Dubai? But we're not just focusing on all these three countries, but the inspiration comes from there. My friends are from there, so we bounce ideas. Does this look good? Does this look good? So it plays an impact, and that's where the open floor discussions takes place between us. Come from very different backgrounds, and that's why she said, in the beginning, if we started a jewelry business, we would eat each other's heads up. But
Oh dear.
but yeah, it does play a big part.
The head of the dragon would have just popped
Yeah,
up, right?
It's popped up a few times in the early
Yeah.
stages.
You managed to keep it down.
We were like, you gotta
Yeah,
calm
but-
down.
All right.
It's because we do come from two different backgrounds as well, so it's something new for us as well.
Nice. Okay. So you've spoken about bringing Sri Lankan craftsmanship also in, right? So how do you balance traditional Sri Lankan craftsmanship with the modern design to create timeless yet contemporary pieces?
So we wanted to ensure from the beginning that each of the pieces created had to match the collection and the storyline. So actually we ended up creating the storyline before we create the pieces. So each storyline actually each collection stands for specific things. Like our first collection was based on something ethereal, enchanting, mystical. So all the pieces that we created had to be a representation of that. Then we'd Google and we'd research the story, the inspiration behind it, then the craftsmanship that's come from it. We take bits and pieces from that, and then we look at the modernized designs that we want to do, and we try to find a good balance between it. We actually got really lucky in the very beginning because my uncle actually helped set us up, and he taught us a lot about gemstones and craftsmanship. Then we expanded and we found our own artisans to work with, and we had chances to work with different kinds of artisans, but it took us a while to find the craftsmanship, generational craftsmanship where they come from, that it fit us. And we have a good relationship where they'll tell us, you know what, this design may not make sense, or you should substitute this gemstone for this. Why don't we play around with a few ideas? And we wanted to make sure that whoever we worked with, they had to be Sri Lankan based, they had to be locally sourced. If they were generational, even better, because we were learning from them. So we tried to make it Sri Lankan, but it had to be modernized. So whenever we create a piece, if I wouldn't wear it, he wouldn't wear it, it's gotta go. Then we remove it. So then we expand beyond that. We'll ask our family members, friends, and so on. So it can't be too traditional, too modernized, but a good mix is what we tend to go for.
So you just mentioned you work with local artisans, right? How do you ensure their craft and community values are preserved through your collections?
We are very big on sustainability, and we do stick to the metals that we use, where we don't want to go anything less than 925 sterling silver. It's a fine luxury jewelry business that we have. So we don't work with anything outside of gold, white gold, platinum, any of these things. But sustainability from the very beginning was a big part. So our jewelry boxes, we are actually pang boxes that are handmade, and they're done in Nitambua. Then we have our pouches, our tote bags, all of that is also hand stitched with like a ready material. That's also done by a women-owned business. Then we actually sit down and iron on our logos. So, and we want to make sure that everything is locally sourced. So our jewelry boxes, because they are pang boxes, they are not the most normal, I suppose, but it works for us. It makes sense for us, and we didn't want to have anything that was imported products. We had to be able to give back to the community with whatever we were doing. And because of that, and I think because of the sustainability, we stand out in a different way. So we're hoping now we have these cards inside, which is like our care guides and all of these things. Down the line, what we'd like to do is find a more sustainable alternative for that as well, where everything is green from the get-go. And we've stuck to that, so we're happy with it.
And that's great. Going green has to be a priority at this
Yeah.
point. Okay. So the last question in this segment. As a relatively new brand, what's your vision for the future? And how do you hope to impact Sri Lanka's jewelry sector?
Now, that question did make me think, but the short answer would be to be able to expand and to be recognized. The recognition thing is something that is my vision at the end of the day. I mean, we both have a 9-to-5 job. I love my 9-to-5 job, but this is my passion, and this is something I want to get into. So, to be able to say, oh, that's a House of Makara piece, that would bring a lot of joy, And at the end of the day, to be able to retire in it and to also be true to our roots. We might not be everyone's cup of tea, but as long as our pieces resonates with you, our collection resonates with you, or our storytelling resonates with you, we've done a good job. The impact on the jewelry sector, as we mentioned earlier, we are fortunate enough to have some help, but we don't come from a jewelry background. It's a tough industry. I'm not here to bite all heads, but we like to stand out. And to be able to stand out and also give back, that's a big thing for me. You know, I am a third culture kid, but I'll always come back to Sri Lanka, no matter where I am. I love my rice and curry, so I'll come back to that. So that's the impact I would say I would like to have. The goal would be to have the recognition and just people enjoy our pieces, you know. Kind of like we have a bit of a twist from normal jewelry houses. And as I said, not everyone's cup of tea, but that'll do.
All right. Interesting. Okay, so we've come to the end of segment 1, which is a Q&A based segment. And we will meet you all back on segment 2, and we have a fun little game for the two of you based on jewelry. So let's see, testing your knowledge on jewelry. So see you on the other side.
Thank you.
Step in to the world of magazines, news and exclusive insights with LMD. The LMD iApp brings Sri Lankans closer to the globe, offering access to LMD's comprehensive collection of magazines and up-to-date news content. The app is your gateway to premium business insights, exclusive video interviews and thought-provoking articles, all delivered straight to your device. LMD, Sri Lanka's voice of business, a legacy of 30 years.
Alright, welcome back to the second segment of our show. We have a fun game for you. So I have 12 questions based on jewelry. Some are serious, some are fun, some are a little silly also. But let's see how we all do. Okay, so the first question. Now this is based on a song. Finish the lyric. Diamonds are a girl's best
Friend.
Princess Diana picked her own engagement ring. What iconic blue gemstone took center stage?
The Ceylon Sapphire.
The pearl is the only gemstone to come from a living creature. What creature is it?
Oh my God.
Oyster.
Yeah. Why do you take so long?
I thought you can answer it.
No. I
It
need the
also
shape.
goes to say that the pearl is part of an oyster's defense mechanism.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh, we
That-
Yeah.
scientific.
I
Okay.
know,
Yes.
I know you have to very, very.
According
Yeah,
to
you have to
Google.
crack it open.
So
Yeah.
yeah, okay. What is the jewelry hallmark of 9-carat gold? Okay, I have 3 options for this.
Okay.
375, 750 and 916.
916 is
Of 9-carat
of
gold.
9
Yeah.
carat gold.
We should know that.
It should be
I think we
916.
worked it.
We never did 9.
No, we've never done 9-carat gold.
916?
Take a guess.
So what would be the answer? I think it's 916. I'm not sure.
It's 375.
Now we
Damn.
know.
Now we know.
Traditionally, on which hand does an engagement or wedding ring go?
That hand.
Diamond is a birthstone for which month?
April.
It's mine.
Nice.
I should know that.
You should. What year did Pearl Harbor take place?
For 1940.
You're there. Nearly
One.
there. Correct.
Pearl Harbor, yeah. I watched the movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
How many interlocking rings are there in the Olympic logo?
5.
Correct. What stone did Rihanna sing about in 2012?
Diamonds.
Right. What does carat measure? What does it mean? The measurement of a carat is what?
Which carat? Like
Of
the
gold.
gemstone
Yeah.
or the gold? Gold.
Gemstone.
Gemstone? Carat is weight, size.
Yeah. Yeah. Size and weight.
Yeah, it's weight. So it is weight. In the world of gemstones, carats measure the weight of a stone. For example, a diamond weighing 1 carat is equal to 200 milligrams. Correct?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Which royal figure popularized the engagement ring as we know it today?
No, as in the diamond engagement rings?
It doesn't specifically say. It
engagement
says
ring?
engagement ring as we know it today.
It's Queen Victoria.
Correct.
Yeah.
I like history.
All right. So
Why is it King Henry?
I don't know. I don't know why
Why
he's
is it
a King Henry.
So when Prince Albert proposed to Queen Victoria in 1840 with a serpent-shaped emerald engagement ring.
I think they popularized Christmas trees
Yes.
as well.
Yeah.
And
In
it
Germany.
started the trend which lasted
Now,
centuries
yeah.
into today. All right, so that's the end of the game. You all have done very well.
Except for the one thing,
Yeah,
the
the
9K. I'm
The 9K
surprised.
threw us off. Yeah.
So thank you for being on the show, the two of you
Thank
all.
you for having
It was
us.
interesting to have a chat with you all and to find out about your love, your passion for jewelry as well, irrespective of being in two different kind of industries, right?
Yeah.
So we wish you all the very best. We wish your business the very best and hope to see more pieces and collections coming out. Thank you
Yeah,
again for
thank
being
you
on
for
the show.
having us.
Thank you for having us. There you have it. Those were the answers to the questions in the game. Don't judge us on one failed answer. We learn from that.
Be sure to check out Living's Instagram and Facebook pages for the latest episodes of Living Gets Real.
Bye.